Never mind. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm a little new to this. I'm getting used to it. But anyway, thanks to all of those that are watching, those that are listening. Now that my face is on the screen, we're gonna I'm gonna show you guys a few little things. Um, again, back to what I was saying, about Miss I'm just gonna play another clip here. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Well, this crazy bitch is still telling her group that I collected $12,000 from a GoFundMe that I said was for Teresa and that I kept all the money. And one of her own admins corrected her and showed her the proof that it was $1,200 and it was Amp Easy and that I had nothing to do with it. And she still turned around and kept talking like she didn't even hear it. If these bitches don't want to get proof off of people who's talking, no matter what they got to say, that's on them. Oh, now my allergies are kicking in. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Now, that you just heard, that is her talking about Exposure Channel. Now, I came across that post. Yes, it was corrected that it wasn't 12,000. Yes, it was 1,200. But you and Amp Easy are the ones who controlled that. So you tried to weasel your way out and blame it all on Amp Easy, but you was just as responsible as he was. There was a lot of GoFundMe's that was put out that you all did. It's a lot more. At the end of the day, here's another clip.
She big mad. She did the exact same thing Lisa Love did. Lisa thought when she posted my mugshot in that group that time that I was gonna go in there and get mad. And when I didn't, when I went in there and I laughed at her and told her she was late because somebody else had already done it on Facebook already, she got pissed, and that's when she made that post talking shit about my kids getting raped. Now, LaToya tried the exact same thing with the exact same picture, so I know she got it from Lisa Love, who got it from
This
Malika.
Is all my proof, y'all.
But I laughed at her, and I told her she's late. They did it on YouTube and on Facebook. So that's when she started with all these fucking threats with the gangs. Don't she know what kind of gangs we got over here? Because our gangs don't make the news. Because they don't leave no evidence. Their gangs are stupid in Chicago.
Now, again, this is her talking about the gangs in Chicago. But it's funny. She want to talk about the gangs in Chicago. Because let's really tell y'all how She Has No Name is affiliated to this case. I can tell you why every time a post has been made about Monifa, she defends her so hard. Because she's not going to tell y'all that she was a part of the 051 gang. The same gang that Monifa's father was a part of. Yeah, the one that just died, I think that was here last year before last, correct me if I'm wrong. But they were affiliated. So that's why Monifa gets the exposure that she gets. Because at the end of the day, this is what they do. Now, at the end of the day, you don't want to tell the world that you've been working with King Rob since day one. I mean, we got proof of that. We definitely have proof of that. Yellow. Hey, I'm on live. I'm a slow shit. But anyway, back to what I was saying. At the end of the day, she doesn't want to expose her lies, but she wants to expose everyone else's lies. So I'm here to put all that on the front line for you. Again, she's affiliated with this case, not just through the 051 game, but she's also kin to the Wilson brothers that she don't want to admit. Yeah, you know, Winky, Man Man, and all of them. Yeah, her son. To clarify this rumor that she's going around saying that I said that her son killed Zach or whoever she accused, no one said that about her son. Don't nobody even know who her son is. Frankly, don't nobody care. But you say what happened, what? Yes, I guess I'm going to assume like 051 Melly. Yeah. I just found all this out recently, but this is what she's been hiding. These are her little secrets. But she's quick to expose everybody else. And what are you exposing them on? Our content. You want to talk about people stealing your content? We can't steal your content if it came off Crown Plaza footage. It ain't just your content. It belongs to the world. That's why it's put up there to see. But yet, you're not gonna tell the world you got people trolling on people's pages, stealing their content so you can make mockery videos on YouTube. No, you're not gonna tell all that. You're not gonna do none of that. Just like it's a lot of things you've kept hidden that you don't want to reveal. Honey, I got video footage, video clips of you naming all the people that was in that pool area that you claim allegedly raped Kanika. Make that make sense. How do I feel about Trey Gang? It's a lot to that story, Tavia the Savior. That's a conversation for another day. But I will say this. There are some things that has been exposed. Right now, it seems like we all have one common enemy. And she's being referred to as she has no name. That is all of our common enemy right now. Why? We all trying to figure that out. I guess she thinks she's the queen of detectives or the queen of everything, but yet you exposing everybody else's secrets, but you're not exposing your own. So, Miss She Has No Name, since you putting everybody else's little secrets out there, when you gonna let out the secret that you was at the hotel too? I'm gonna wait. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna tell you. Yeah, you say what happened, what I did. I watched it, but it's like my thoughts on that is like kind of still floating in the air because to me the movie was nowhere near pertained. It was like a quick. Let me just say this: the reenactment. The reenactment to me was a movie that they were filming. That's how I think. That's how I look at it. Because that's what the rumor was going around anyway. I mean, it's been a movie put up on YouTube as well. I don't know if it's still floating around, but it probably is. But speaking of, that's how this whole little argument came about from the live that we did. Me and our two, your two did here a couple of days ago. You came on our platform. Nobody minds you being there. But then you had to come on there acting like you running things, like you know everything. I made a statement. Other people agreed. You argued me down on it. Not only that, you took people's words and you twisted them. Now, you're a YouTuber that's got over 1,000 and some subscribers, right? Now, at the end of the day, you feel like you can have everybody else stuff flagged, because it's not what they took your stuff or they did this or they did that. Yes, Tavia Savior, it is. The community is growing crazy, and it's been like this for about 4 years now. But it's just still so much out there that people don't know. But a lot of people don't want to pay attention to it. They don't. But you got people like She Has No Name that constantly throws people off. You throw people off because you don't want them to know your involvement. But we all know you was there. You can't hide it no more. You might as well come on out the closet. Let it be known. Because there's a lot of things that you can be exposed on. And I can sit up here and go through a whole list of it. But what is it going to solve? Because what she has no name is going to be her regardless. At the end of the day, we all have one common enemy. You say what happened, what? I'm going to tell you now. Stop watching her videos. Because her videos is not really showing nothing. Every time we put a true fact out, she goes and debunk it. Why? Because is it something she really had? That's what I would like to know. Everybody's opinion is wrong in her book. She feel like she knows everything. So if that's the case, like I'm gonna give you guys a prime example. We're gonna go back to when I first started. I've been doing this case for 3 years, but I have not been in the groups for that long. I've only been in the groups almost a year. Now, you say what happened, what? How about he was there too? They all in cahoots. Y'all really want to know the truth of this story? Just sit back and listen. They all telling on each other at the end of the day. You know, you got everybody telling their little parts, everybody putting everybody else's info out there. Like, you know, I hate to say this, why everybody's riding Zach's coattail. Like, oh my gosh, he got killed because he put Kanika info out there. He the one who exposed the killer. All he did was expose himself. Because that's who the killer was. Just saying. I don't know if John Q was there or not. You say what happened, what? I'm not sure about that. I'm really not. I can't really tell you about that. I know he was on this case once upon a time. John Q, Malika the Warrior, Chloe O'Vera, Trey Gang, all of them used to run in one big circle. They all was on a little team together. Nobody knows what happened as to why that team fell apart. All of a sudden, they start dissing each other, doing videos about each other, talking about each other. That's how all this came about. Now everybody's dry snitching on each other. But it's funny how a person being dry snitched on and still try to deny their involvement, but quick to call somebody else out. You took this lady through a very stressful moment. You manipulated her. You had her there, oh, don't listen to nobody else. What I'm telling you is straight facts. I just like to know how they straight facts if you paid to have the footage analyzed. If you paid to have the footage analyzed, then you should have all the original versions. But you don't. You got the same footage everybody else got. Some of us are just a little smarter. We know how to really did it. Exactly, Tavian. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's taking other people's content and making it her own. Because once upon a time, it was just like here, I'm going to say maybe a couple of weeks ago. We all know Kanika was drugged. But let her tell it, she wasn't drugged. You talked about this little girl like she never really existed. But now all of a sudden, you want to jump on the bandwagon. She ain't going to tell nobody Teresa cussed you out. You ain't gonna tell nobody that, but you wondering how I know that. Don't worry about it. Another question I got. I just like to know why she has no name is reaching out to rappers' mothers like she personally know these people, causing drama. Who are you to call FBG Duck Mama or do a live or do a video on her son, period, talking about how his mama didn't raise him and all of this here. But yet you want to talk about other people's kids. Let's talk about yours. Let's talk about how your daughter name rings in these streets at the end of the day. Let's talk about that. You want to put everybody else's kids on blast and talk about this and talk about that, but you want everybody to keep your kid's name out their mouth. So who is the boozers? Say she has no name. Who is the boozers? Who is Andre? Again, I'll wait. All this is stuff that you tiptoeing around. What is it that you're really trying to hide? You know, it's you say what, I say what. You said who gray, so was I. What does that mean? But at the end of the day, the whole purpose of being here is for the J for K community. If you're not J for K, why be out here hollering J for K when you on a whole nother level? This ain't about J for K for you. You put these videos out because you looking, you riding that baby's coattail. You doing anything for clout. You a clout chaser. You chasing clout under that baby's name because it's getting you views or it's getting you followers. But do these followers know you not putting out the truth? Do they know you will do anything to divert anybody from the truth? No, I don't think they know that yet. But they gonna find out tonight. Because this is what you do. And then I noticed, this one thing I noticed, and I hope the YouTube world pays attention to this. When you get close to the truth or touch a bit of the truth, that's when the videos start to come out. Because now she got to hurry up and beat you so the world can believe her first. I waited. She did 4 videos on me, and I waited till this day. You say what happened? What? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. That I will say. And I'm not, you know, I'm not riding nobody's coattail. Oh, again, like I said, you say what happened. What? I don't know if he was there or not. That I can't say. I never heard his name mentioned. But he another one. He stopped doing this case also. 54 Keys. She's another one that was headstrong in this case. Asks she has no name why she doesn't do this case anymore. But she put it on everybody else. She throw everything off on everybody else when she's the center of attention. Because that's all she is. She's an attention seeker. Misery loves company. And she's one miserable, unstable creature. She don't belong in the human nature. People with bowel breath don't even need to speak. Because that means they ain't doing nothing but producing feces out their mouth. That's it. That's all. I'm pretty sure, somebody gonna run back and tell it. But I really don't care because all I'm doing is stating facts. And yes, so you say what happened was she was headstrong in this case. But when people start backstabbing you and stealing your content and claiming it as their own, and then try to put you out there to the world like you're the bad guy. At the end of the day, we finna put a stop to this. Because we all know for a fact, she's not J for K. Never have and never will be. You try to expose all these people. It's funny how one night you doing a video on T Night, you talking smack about him. Then the next thing you running to T Night talking about Trey Gang, talking smack about him. You just creating all this chaos amongst people. Like, are you the creator of chaos? Because it seemed like that's all you do. To me, you use YouTube to bully people. Well, I'm here to let you know, you ain't gonna keep bullying on me because I don't take kind of bullies. I fight back. And all the times I don't have to use my hands. But I will say this here. You have one more time to mock me on YouTube, and I promise you, we gonna have problems. We already got problems, but I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You don't scare me. That little raspy voice that sound like you smoked 30 packs of cigarettes a day, don't scare me. I don't care about your gangs in Texas. We got gangs here too. Whoopee. Like for real, that don't bother nobody. That don't scare nobody. You making your little comments to your little minions, and then you got your little minions trolling. They gonna troll and slip and fall one day, but eventually they gonna wake up too. They gonna figure out and find out who you really are. Because I notice you like to sabotage everything. Everything you come across, you sabotage it. You sabotage your own life. You said what happened, what with that's the whole point we've been trying to get across. Because when you make your opinion with she has no name, that's what happens. You get debunked. And every little thing, every time somebody puts something up, this is what she does. And we're tired of it. Everybody can't nobody speak their truth but you. Where your truth at? Because again, you quick to tell somebody show you receipts, but I have receipts. I'm waiting to see yours. Because I'm still trying to figure out why you named off those 4-5 names in this voice clip that I have. You know what I'm saying? And you singing like a hummingbird. Savior to savior, manipulation is very real, and that's what she does. She's good for manipulating people. But see, that don't work around here. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. So all them little threats you be making, that don't scare me. This is another question. This ain't even a question. This is a statement I am gonna make, and I'm gonna make this statement one time and one time only. You don't want nobody speaking on your kids. I don't want nobody speaking on mine. So we gonna keep this like we gonna keep it cordial, but you got one more time, and I mean one more time, cause next you ain't gonna like how I come. I promise you not. I'm being nice today, which is something I really don't do. I really don't. You said what happened, what? I say that same thing. But yet, she every time Kimber Lou puts something out, she quick to, here go the fake Kimber Lou again. You know how many different people she done accused of being Kimber Lou? But yet everything is funny. She tries to debunk everything this girl says. But I will say this. Every piece of information that Kimber Lou has put out in these groups, and all she do is put up a picture. And I do the research on my own. And I found everything that she's put out. Everything that she's written in the statement, I found. So it ain't no such thing as the information ain't out there. And yes, they do. People do still speak on her quite a bit. Her name rings everywhere. You know what, Tavy, to say if I ask that same question? You know, I'm cool. I'm laid back. I'm a friendly person. I get along with everybody. I don't care what color you is. You could be an alien from off top of Mars somewhere. You come sit down and chill. I'm gonna sit down and chill with you. But when you disrespect me, then this ain't that. The hood can come out of me, but I'm a woman before I'm anything. I'm a mother. My whole question is, she has no name. You're supposed to be a mother too. If anything, we all supposed to come together as a community, no matter where we from. It don't matter what color you is investigating this case. If it's interesting to you and you want to know what happened, investigate. But don't sit here and try to debunk everything somebody's saying. What do they say here? You know how many people still investigating this case here? A lot of us here ain't stupid. But what people fail to realize is this is deeper than what people think it is. It goes way further. Listen to T Knight. AK-47. Again, we all got the same common enemy. And it's funny, this lady name is ringing everywhere. It's really ringing everywhere. This lady out here spreading rumors, and don't you putting out information that you don't even know about yet. You want to talk about stealing content. Let's talk about stealing content real quick. Now, may he rest in peace. We all know this man just passed away here a couple of days ago. How did you know about this man's balloon release? And did none of us know about it? We YouTubers too. Who pages you snooping on to get this content? Because I'm pretty sure that's not something their family would have wanted out unless they put it out there. But you made sure the world knew about it and everybody else's business. What's the most popular thought here? That she was set up. Everybody still say that right now today. And like I tell a lot of people, she might not get legal justice, but she getting justice one way or the other. It's a shame. At the end of the day, a person is sitting here trying their best to figure out what happened to a 19-year-old girl, and then you got this 65-year-old lady who I don't even know how old she is. That's just how old she sounds to me. But you sit here and you want to debunk everybody. You want to clout chase. You using that baby name for views. That's how I see it. You use her name for views because ain't nobody seen you post nothing about this case. What, in a couple of weeks? All of a sudden, because you ain't had nothing to post, wasn't nothing out new. Or was it that you didn't have nothing to talk about, that you found something to talk about? So you decided to come hop on our live and just do you. Didn't think you was going to get done back though, did you? I don't normally do eye for eye, but see, you made this personal when you made a mockery of me, calling me crackheads all on Facebook, got your little minions laughing and trolling all on my YouTube channel and stuff. It's cool though. See, I ain't got to go through all that. All I do is sit back and put my ear to the pavement because the streets talk. You ain't got to be here for the streets to talk, sweetie. People already know you're full of nothing but drama. That's your middle name. She has no name, Drama, the creator of chaos. This is what you do. But you ain't gonna tell people deep down you're an undercover snitch. Because again, you know certain things, but you divert people from it. You say what happened, what? Do I personally believe in my heart? Honey, I believe more than in my heart. I have video footage of her in that room. I have video footage of her pulling up in the parking lot. I'm going to tell you what I need y'all to do. I want you to go back to the Irene Live where they sitting in the room. When she picks up the phone and say, yeah, come to the back parking lot. That's Teresa Martin she's talking to. If you pay attention to when she picked the phone up the second time, if you really listen, you can hear her speak. At the end of the day, y'all, stop thinking that girl mama innocent, because she's not innocent at all. Nowhere near. Again, if she was so innocent, how do you go on Facebook Live after a person just told you your daughter was found dead in a freezer? And you go on Facebook Live and you say, my daughter's dead. Quote unquote, my fucking daughter's dead. And then you instantly, the hotel didn't have nothing to do with it. Their friends didn't set her up. How did you know all that? Baby ain't even been took to the morgue yet. They don't even know what happened to her yet. You say what happened, what? I can probably do that. I can put that video up. I can definitely do that. If you go on R2 Be Your Tube's channel, there's a video that the live video that we just did. But there's a couple of other videos on her channel that shows the cars coming in the parking lot. Pay attention to the very first car that comes in before the white pickup truck. That's a blue SUV. That's Teresa Martin's car. You know what, Tavia, to say, but I said that too. Because not once did she shed not a damn tear. Person told me my daughter dead, I'm still screaming and hollering. I'm not leaving that room. You're not going to tell me I can't touch my child. What? Excuse me? No, what? There was no remorse. Period. Even at the funeral. Did anybody see her cry? Y'all didn't notice in the funeral when the pastor, the alleged Mason pastor, got up there and spoke? What was his words? Teresa sacrificed her daughter. Did nobody pay attention to that? You say what happened, what? The whole case, it don't sit right with a lot of people, but the more stuff that comes out, I've been on this case again 3 years, 4 years. You know how many times I've had to go back to the drawing board because I've always missed something. I always felt like something was missing or something wasn't right. See, when I do my research, I don't look at the Crown Plaza footage. What people fail to realize is that footage is not real. It's not real at all. It's not real at all. Let me give you a prime example. A scene where the killer say he went searching for Kanika at the hotel. How could he have been searching for her, but you told in your statement that you left at 3 a.m. but you on footage searching for her, but you end up at one certain and then you just mysteriously vanish off camera. Make it make sense. Another thing, they tell y'all Kanika got to the hotel at 1:13. She got there at 12:13. Yeah, it really, honey, it's just so much to it. It's just so much to it. I'm gonna tell y'all that's what somebody told me. Go back 20 years. You got to go back to the big dogs before these kids was even born. I'm just saying. It's a lot of research that a lot of people overlooking, and I was one of them people. But at the end of the day, never let nobody tell you how to feel. Never let nobody tell you what to think. If you feel in your heart and this is your opinion, stick to it. Because it's only an opinion. I don't put nothing out there if I can't state facts. No, Tavia the Saber, that's who's in the casket. Kanika is not in that casket. That's who's buried under Kanika's name. But they're not ready for that conversation yet either. The girl in the freezer, not the real Kanika. That's what a lot of people going wrong at with this case, because they think that's Kanika in that freezer, but it's not. You know, this whole case makes no sense. But if you really have the patience, see, people just go and look at pictures and they be like, oh, but they really don't understand. The whole purpose of putting the stuff up there is for you to investigate, to see with your own eyes, not go off what somebody else tell you. And see, that's the problem with She Has No Name. When people try to look for themselves, What did you think about the movie? At the end of the day, a lot of there's still more stuff coming out that's never been seen, but it'll eventually get out there. Hopefully, a lot of people not giving up on this case. I'm probably one of them. But at the end of the day, we all know, and we all can definitely say she did not walk in that freezer. See, that's when you start going into she has no name again. Because now, at 1 minute, she was saying she didn't walk in the freezer. Now she's saying something different. She was this, she was a setup queen. She was, no matter what she did or how she did it, nobody deserved to die the way that baby died. Well, thank you, Tavia. I do my best. It's like if you don't explain to most people, they'll be lost. You can't just throw stuff out there at people and then just leave them stuck with it. You have to explain. Again, going back to this clip where you got Cassie just putting everything out. She whispering like she don't want to be heard. You putting everybody business out here, but you don't want nobody to put your business out there. We all know you're a liar. We know this. It's already been explained. In my little snack corner. But we all know that you've been lying on this case since day one. But I just want y'all to pay attention to how she moves. 1 minute you against this baby, the next minute you on her team. That don't sound like somebody to y'all. That don't sound like King Rob to y'all. Because believe it or not, that's who she been working with since day one. But she ain't gonna tell y'all that. She don't want nobody to know that. She don't want nobody to know her little hidden secrets. Here it is, R2, be your two. Right the last couple of days, she has stressed this woman to the max where she's back in the hospital. This lady has sickle cell. Do she not know sickle cell? It's a trait in African Americans. But you don't want to listen to stuff like that. But it's cool for you to manipulate this lady, have her doing your little dirty work, and then you turn on her and act like you don't talk to her, you never talked to her, or did all this here. You want to show your little proof, but what little proof you showed was totally different from what she showed me, sweetie. Totally different. You see, that's a real woman right there. And that's what you ran from. You ran from your truth. Because when your truth come out, you tuck your tail. This ain't the fox and the hound. We don't get down like that. We support each other over here. That's what this is supposed to be all about. This is supposed to be the J for K community. But a lot of our J for Kers ain't J for K. They J for clout. They JK viewers. That's all they putting the stuff up for. They doing it for exposure, to be seen. Some of us is really out here doing it because that's where our heart is. But we see you don't like the world getting the business out there. You don't want the world to know what's really going on because then that's going to expose you. She has no name. That's a new trend. That's a new hashtag, y'all. I'm wondering that question too. I'm sitting here looking at 11 people. I mean, feel free to ask any questions you have. Who knows? 9 times out of 10, it might be a couple of her minions trolling. Who knows? But I really don't care. You can run back and tell her everything I said. I'm pretty sure she's going to see the video after I post it. At the end of the day, she's a liar. But she's quick to say everybody else is a liar. But you can't even prove a person lying. You went and did all these videos You made mockery of me. You got the world thinking I'm a drug addict. I'm just gonna say this. If I was a drug addict, how am I sitting here doing a live right now? Because drug addicts sell everything they get, so they can get hit. I'm just saying. This YouTuber sitting at home on an $800 laptop. I don't think I'm a drug addict. Not in my nature. Not in my stature, period. I just don't understand why she messes with people, period. Savior the Savior, you know what? It's funny you say that. Because you're not the only one that's having dreams about it. She comes to a lot of people. She really does. She really does. And it's funny you say that because EVP came out a while back. And in this EVP, you can hear her plain as day, telling everything that she was drugged. The main thing that stood out to me in that EVP, she said my family was there and they didn't even say I love you. What does that tell you? You say what happened? What you said? I was just gaping. Only weed and cigs cap, as far as I understand. Again, that's all I do. But let her tell it. I'm a whole drug addict. Last time I recall, I didn't know weed was a drug. I'm just saying. You know what, Tavy to say? I said that too. It's only two of y'all. Well, actually, R2 Be Your Tube is on here, but she's not feeling too well. She's just watching the live, and giving her support. It would be nice to hear from some of the other viewers. Give us some, your opinions on how you feel, or what you think. If you're a troll, stop in and say hi. We like to say hi to the trolls too. But at the end of the day, you don't see me on here going all haywire. I could have, because I have very quick temper, very quick. But see, when it comes to her, I've learned how to control all that because I'm not gonna let her get under my skin anymore. She used to, but she don't now. And I promise y'all, this will be the last live that I do about her. That is, until she decides to want to come knock on my door again. Because again, when she do knock, I will answer. Yeah, it's real strange. You say what happened, you accuse me of being a drug addict. Now this is my thing. I'm gonna need her to show a receipt on that. I mean, you got all this proof. Tell me where your proof at. R2 Be Your Tube if you're still watching. Everyone says they hope you get better. They're praying for you. At the end of the day, this is what stress did to her. This is all. She has no name. If you all can follow that hashtag for me, that's my new hashtag for her. Because I don't like calling her by name because it just gets under my skin. Hello, Tamara Palmer. How are you? If you all can follow that hashtag, she has no name. We exposing her for what she really is. Because right now we don't do liars. And she has no name is a major liar. Again, her ties to this case is not only the Wilson brothers, to those just coming in. Her ties is the 051 gang. Monifa's dad was a part of the 051 gang. There go your ties. Why you think she always defended Monifa the way that she did? Again, we got a clout chaser as a YouTuber, y'all. Killing part is I'm not monetized, but she is. But you using YouTube to be a cyber bully. That's what you're doing. Don't nobody you grown and you trying to bully on people. She comes to those Savior, the Savior. I'm gonna be honest with you because I asked that same question myself. But those that she feel believe and they heart strongly about this case, she does. She reaches out. I tell a lot of people this: don't run from it, embrace it. You say what happened, what is hashtag she underscore has no underscore name. That's the new hashtag. That is my hashtag. Y'all gonna see that hashtag on every video I put. Why? Because that is gonna be the downfall. At the end of the day, she's not gonna keep having people flag. Because after that live we did the other night, do you know she had R2 your 2 flag and her video content was instantly taken down. And all she did was defended herself. That it's time for all that to stop. It's time for the bullying. We too grown for this. We supposed to be here for the J for K community. What happened to no justice, no peace? We didn't ask for chaos. Like, seriously? Type in the hashtag in the group, y'all. At the end of the day, this don't make no sense. It really don't. We too old for all this. But as you can see, people like her don't care. She don't care who feelings she hurt. Longest as long as she feel like she getting some exposure or some type of attention. No, well, she gonna always feel some type of way. When somebody clap back at her, she always feels some type of way. At the end of the day, she want to walk around talking about people stealing her content. You stealing other people's content and hurry up and throwing your name on it. You got people trolling people's pages, stealing their content. But then you want to claim it as yours. But then when somebody call you out on it, oh my gosh, the world has come to an end. Like, are we so real serious here? Like, what makes you so different? This is my thing. What makes her different from these police officers out here? They lied on Breonna Taylor. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sandra Bland. And the list goes on. They were all lied on. What them people with now? Look how they was treated. That's how she has no name treat us YouTubers. But it's time to fight back. Because one monkey don't stop no show. Yeah, you want to throw people's personal business out there. Let's talk about personal business. Let's talk about how you got to come up with money for your bills, and your portion of the bills and rent for a house that you don't even own. Or how your daughter put her hands on you. Yeah, come on, let's talk. You quick to throw everybody else stuff out there. Let's talk about yours. But she ain't ready for that conversation yet. She ain't gonna even attempt to have that conversation. Again, you started out, you didn't really know nothing about this case. You started out with King Rob. You was his subscriber. You subscribed to him and you became his minion. And now you doing his dirty work. Been doing it for 3 years. Didn't think the world was gonna find out about it, huh? Well, guess what? Surprise. We all know now. So I'm gonna need for you to leave people alone. Stop stealing people's content. Like you so special, you can't come up with your own, did you? pay for analyzed footage? Because if you did all that, the case should have been solved. Or let's go back to the time when you said you had somebody thinking Jay Money wanted you to investigate this case. So you mean tell me out of everybody on Facebook, out of everybody that was in his group, he just went any, many, money, more, Cody, we gonna choose you? No. You've been debunking this case and diverting people from this case for years. Now it's time to divert you that way. Nobody got time for this no more. We too grown for this. This ain't the playground. This is not the playground. We are not in school anymore. You are not in jail no more, Chloe. Get over it. Oh, them cheddar sour cream, y'all. My favorite. But, again, I didn't come on here for a big fuss, but I came here to defend myself and to, defend those that don't even know that they being slandered. Because that's what she's doing. At the end of the day, it ain't about J for K for her. She's J for K clout. She's a clout chaser. Anything to get her views up. Because evidently you ain't getting too many these days. Only ones who your support team. Your little clout chasers. Your little minions, as I call them. They still running around stealing people content and giving it back to you. Like we don't know what our footage is or where it came from. See, the thing about it is here, I got mine branded, honey. You try to steal anything out of my videos, I'm going to know about it. Why? Because I got a watermark on mine. Just like you got a watermark. You had to put your name on yours. That's being petty. I don't mind nobody using my content. I'm not going to don't chop and screw. If you see something that I didn't see, by all means, point it out. I'm not going to get on Facebook or YouTube and, oh, my God, this chick that took my video and she just changed it and just chopped and screwed my stuff. Okay, you didn't see what she saw. So you mad because she put her own narration on it. What she look like using your videos with your content on it? What is she explaining? What is she proving? How is that even her video? That's getting you more exposure, not her. Goofy. But anyway, what else you guys want to talk about? I'm at the point I'm tired of even talking about her. She just makes my skin, she makes my blood boil. She really does. But I will tell you guys something I did come across today. I was doing a little research, and a good friend of mine sent me a video. Now, I'm pretty sure you all remember the video of the alleged Kanika and her friends coming into the hotel. I'm going to post a video up in my group, and I'm going to show you the difference in that video, because it's not just 4 people in that video. People been showing me, again, I'm new to all this modern technology stuff, but I'm getting the hang of it. But in this video, you can see where there's 8 people instead of 4. They edited a lot of the editing is horrible as hell. You can see right through it. You really can. But I post up information every day. I don't mind nobody using my content. I don't mind nobody taking my pictures. I mean, isn't that the whole purpose? Isn't that why it's considered a community? I thought in a community, everybody helps each other, not distract each other. It just makes no sense, and it never will. But you guys got any more questions or any more comments? Tell me how you guys feel. You know what, Tavia the Savior? You are absolutely correct. Now, believe it or not, the night of that party, she had just got good news that she had just got a job as a CNA, working at a nursing home. She was planning on going to school for nursing. She had goals, but all that was snatched away from her. For what? This is the question I have to everybody that was in that room that played a part. What did y'all really gain? What did y'all gain off this baby's death? What did it get y'all? How far did some of y'all get in life? Who's still here and who's not? It's like can't nobody answer that question. I mean, you heard 50 million stories. She was a setup queen. All she witnessed this murder and she did this and she did that. I just like to know how the friends, so-called friends, Tamara Potter, they were all friends. But now, one out of that friend crew, Irene was a cousin, biological. But Monifa, I mean, you can't just put the blame all on her because they all played a part. They all played a part. At the end of the day, if y'all pay attention to some of this footage, you can see what went on in that room. You can see what goes on in that freezer. People just got to pay attention because it slips right by you when you don't even see it. Or you got people like She Has No Name that'll come in and tell you, no, that's not what you're looking at. That's this. Anything to divert you. I tell anybody, do your own research. That's the only way you're going to know the truth. I've been doing this case been going on for 4 years. And it's like, stuff still coming out into the air. It might be. Because the last stream I had, she's stuck in that freezer. And she's trying to find her way out. Even though the original Kanika never made it to the hotel alive. Now, if y'all pay attention to Irene's glasses in that room, you got to really pay attention to the video because she's basically showing you in her glasses. By the way, that's not the original Irene in those glasses. That's Jalen Ford, to be exact. Tavia the Savior, to be honest, it ain't no telling how many souls is floating in the Crown Plaza. And it ain't just the Crown Plaza here. These Crown Plazas are global, nationwide. They even got them in other countries. Y'all know this is the longest live I've ever done on my own. But I enjoy talking to you guys. If you guys have any more questions or anything else you all would like to say, R2 be your two. If you're still watching, have a lovely night. Hope you feel better. Would I ever stay in the Crown Plaza and say, hell no? I'm going to put it to you like this here. Here, about a couple of months ago, my daughter wanted to go to the mall at the Crown Plaza. And when I tell you we got into the biggest argument, a very big argument about that. The stench is, oh my gosh, you can smell it in the air. That's how bad it is. I wouldn't even go there not to even play in the revolving door. You just ride past it. Don't even ride past it. Don't even tell nobody you've seen it. On some for real shit. Hell no, I wouldn't stay in there. Not even a half a night. Have y'all seen the reviews from this hotel? I read a review the other day. Lady was there with her daughter. She woke up to the guard in her room, looking at her ID. The lady asked him what was he doing. She thought this man left. She looked up. This man is over there taking pictures with her daughter. Okay, a gentleman. They came in his room. How did these people got keys to their rooms? They in there taking pictures of these people. The man asked him, "What are you doing?" He told that man, "Lay back down and mind your business before you go missing." Where do they do that at? I just don't get it. It ain't. I guess it ain't meant for us to get. But that's one hotel. No, you can't even pay me. I don't even want to go visit it. Let's not look around me. It's just this case is a hot mess. It really, really is. It really, really is. The best friend, Tamara, there's a picture floating around. I'm pretty sure you all have seen this picture. There's a picture of a person look like they on their knees choking somebody. That's Monique. But the thing is, that's the alleged Kanika, the lookalike. That's not the original Kanika. The original Kanika never made it to the hotel alive. And this is what people don't want to believe. Everybody thinks Zach is innocent. Oh my God, she was trying to help solve her murder. How could he self-solve? If he solved the murder, then I need everybody to ask themselves, why is that man dead? He didn't die because he knew the truth. He was the truth, because that was the killer. He slit her throat in the back of Irene's car. But ain't nobody ready for that story yet. Don't nobody want to talk about that.
Baby.
Don't nobody want to talk about that.
Want to go to Gigi?
But we can.
Go ahead.
I'm live right now on YouTube.
Yeah, you go eat.
But yeah, it's this case is crazy, but I'm not giving up on it. That I'm not doing. We're not gonna stop until we figure something out here. The truth will eventually come out. I just like how the mama playing along with this lawsuit. If you go to her, if you look up her grave right now, she still don't have a headstone. You say what happened? What? She was killed in the back of Irene's car, and they sent her through here. That was their whole purpose. Even after dead, they beat her, they raped her while dead. Who does that? Well, you say what happened. I'll never point fingers or accuse, but when you know the truth, you have no other choice. You have no other choice. Everybody walk around like Zach was the savior. Zach was not the savior. Do everybody know that man been having sex with that girl since she was 12? Yep, Candace, I listened to all her EVPs, and so far they've been on point. It's a lot of things people overlook. It's a lot of things. There's another medium. I can't remember her name. They call her Queen something. She's a black lady. She has the little moles in her face. She did a reading, an interview, a medium, EVP interview with her. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't pay attention. But I had to go back and rewatch her video, and then I found the footage. And everything that lady said was going on in that video. Whoever was carrying her that night was groping her. Imagine the girl is already dead. What are you groping her for? Say what happened, what you say you didn't know that, didn't want to say for sure. Yeah, Tavy to say Queen Domain. That's her name. When she did that video, I'm gonna tell y'all somebody to go watch on YouTube. If you really want to get the understanding of this case, go watch We Watch TV. He explains a lot. The man lost his channel twice. Why? Because he's telling the truth. But people ain't ready for that.
Watch out, you was just over there.
Well, actually, she didn't fight her mom at home. That I never heard of. I never heard of that. That's my first time hearing that. But I'm gonna take you guys back to the beginning. Tell you how all this came about. You guys do remember James Coleman, right? Biological Center, Crown Plaza, right? In Rosemont. He worked for them. He went to jail 50 years. I'm pretty sure you all seen the articles because they all over YouTube. He was driving a truck with 76 bodies in it. He didn't think to seal the truck up right because it had blood leaking out of it with a cop riding right behind it. When you older higher ups, you can't pay them in jail. They needed their money. So they bonded him out. And what does he do? He offers. They didn't ask for her. He offered her. At the time, Teresa was with this man. Why would you let some? Why? Like why? Yes, you say what happened. What? Yes, they do, and they get down to the nitty gritty. These people get down, and people like she has no name. They try to debunk people like that. They try to debunk people like us that's telling the truth. Like, well, why are y'all stopping the truth from getting out there? Like why? It's gonna eventually come out. Somebody talking. They just talking through the footage. They just putting it out there. Because at the end of the day, somebody got Zach laptop. Because that's where a lot of the footage seem to be coming from what I hear. But hey, that's another story for another day. Anybody got anything else any more questions they want to ask? I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. Because I can sit here and talk all night. But I got to get the little ones to bed. Got a little one staring me in my face right now. Yeah, what they point out absolutely has nothing to do with what they want us to think. That is so true. They want us to think different, but we all know different. We definitely know different. The autopsy reports, please stop reading those because they're not real. You can't give an autopsy to a person that never made it to a hospital. Savior to Savior, of course. Always. I will be doing lives more often. And, my channel is not just about Kanika. I'm going to be doing a little more investigating into other different cases too. This is what I like to do. But at the end of the day, this is my main focus right now. So, anytime you guys, feel like y'all have any questions, feel free to, hit the YouTube inbox. I'm always available to answer questions. My group on Facebook, for those that don't know, is called The Facts of Kanika Jenkins. I'm under Kamari Jacobs. Let me explain before people. Yes, my real name is Nia. I'm Nia Exposing the Truth. I have a Nia Coney profile on Facebook as well. But I had to make the Kamari Jacobs page because she has no name, flagged me 64 times. So I stay off the Nia Coney page because they've already threatened to snatch my page from me. So I use the Kamari Jacobs page instead. But it's still all the same person. I have no reason to hide. I'm not like she has no name. I don't create fake pages to go troll on people's pages and steal their content. Because that's what she do. I don't do that. But again, my Facebook is The Facts of Kanika Jenkins. And if that is all, you guys, I'm going to end this live. You all have a lovely night. It was nice talking to you all. Sayonara. Yes, CJ.